Hey everybody, Jason here with Brett's Brick Builds. This episode we have Lego City kit number 60478 cement mixer. 371 listed pieces. Count them three minifigures. Take a look at the back here. Looks like we've got a tiltable cab over design. We've got this deal here to turn that to feed out the cement. And this poor guy, he has dropped his blueprints in there, and that is going to be, oh, he's going to have to explain that to somebody. But let's go ahead and get going here with the build. This one popped out. Just about the perfect amount of glue on this box. Somebody didn't go crazy. They didn't go too light. Must have been about mid-shift on a Wednesday, I'd say. Bigger boxes, I can't keep them all in the shot sometimes. So when I'm getting them open, that is. Put that there. Go ahead and put our knife away so we don't have any puncture wounds. I'm just guessing these are part of the cylinder barrel of the mixer. I'm just guessing with these. I'm going to go ahead and set these. You have to take my word for it. They're still on the table, but they're off camera because they're going to take up a lot of real estate. And we have another build with paper bags. Bag number one. Bag number two. Bag number three, or three, and in plastic for some reason. Interesting. Here we have our instructions. And that box is now empty. So I will set it also. Will be off camera. Bags 2 and 3. In all honesty, they're off camera and actually on the floor to my left. Now we've got our big bag number one. With 2 number one sub bags. I'm stuffing that bag. Slide that over that way. I gotta scooch my seat up just a little bit. There we go. Like I was leaning way over to get to the parts. Smaller, 3 heads. It's a head. Okay. All right. Another sub bag number one. That dumped out. There we go. Still some pieces in there. I think that's about all of them, but we will go by our golden rule of not throwing the bags away until we're sure that the build is complete and we have everything in there. So let's get open here. Got all our minifigs, starting out with, so we've got a torso and gray pants and gray pants. So these are both going to go together because although the torsos are different, the pants are the same on both of those people. Real quick, just while I'm here and I grab the part. Wheelbarrow is together. Okay. Then we have blueprints. Boss man's torso, boss man's pants. So let's see. Get. We have 3 heads here put together. Okay. I think these two. Yeah, the boss man has an alternative head. I'll go ahead and show you that. But she has her head. And let's see. Eternal broom. There we are. And this guy, he's got his protective shades on. His ear protection. And we should be looking for a shovel. That is a shovel. Okay. So let's do this. Let's get him on the displayer. We'll kind of take a look at everybody. Here we go. So there's the crew. Boss man, he's got that nervous look. That was the look that he had when he dropped his plans in the cement. The other characters, they're just standard single expression heads. Go ahead and take a look at the back. There we go. She's got her ponytail hanging down there. He's got the overall deal. Boss man's got some creases in the back of his uniform. I mean, his vest. Go ahead and spin his head here. Holy cow. That. I'm not being funny. I can't turn that for nothing. Go with this hand. There we go. Okay. Now he's got, show you here. There he is, a little happier, a little bit more of a smirky kind of thing going on. But there they are. So we've got our 3 minifigures built. Have our wheelbarrow built there. Go ahead and set them aside and get to work on the big part of the build. Oh, we're starting off with the small things. Okay. So, start off with the smaller details. So we got our sign, mid-working kind of thing. That there. And then we have 2 of the construction barriers. Keep people from just, keep looky-loos from just going over and walking up and watching the excitement of the construction. Trying to get these kind of squared up within reason. I don't know how many of these we got. I also just heard the sound. I forgot to turn my heat off while I'm building, so there we've got 2 construction barriers. I'm gonna go shut my heat off real quick. Be back in just a second. I don't know if you guys are even picking that up, but all right, we're back. Apologies for the little delay. I came back immediately, bumped the table and knocked a bunch of stuff around, so kind of how it happened. It actually looks like these are supposed to be one more step over here on the legs of the barrier, so I thought they looked a little better further out, but I'll do it the way they've shown us to do, and we'll move on. So we've got this guy here, green flat top there. I guess they use the flat top one sometimes just so that it's not as difficult when you're, if you're going to do a disassembly maybe, or don't honestly know. Here, fairly long vehicle. Blue over to there, and then down up to there, and then again blue over to there, brown over to there. Here, this one's going here, and then there is another 90-degree going out the other side, and then another these guys, and one of the oranges, yellows going there. Okay, lost my place. You got to keep the, that's why I keep the weight of the knife on it there. It's just not enough until you get about halfway through the book that it evens out. Or it doesn't want to flip back. There we are. Representing here, but I'll build it as they ask. It's supposed to be, no. We shall see. There, and we should have a couple little paddle looking guys. Oh, they are the hook guys. Okay. So one's going there, and then it should snap, right? We should get a good click. There it is. Going here. Scoot some of this back more that way. These 90-degree guys. There and there. front. Got some hooks here. I imagine that's what maybe what the cab is going to attach to. A pivot for the cab over tilt situation. Or not. One by two. In position as requested. Couple of hinge pieces here, or that may be where the cat pivots on. Who knows? We'll find out as we go. There's side marker lights here. At least I think that's what they are. Half barrel guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we have. Trying to put them so that they're going the right way and they're not like interfering or not interfering, so that they aren't how would you say it, they don't look the same on both sides. I'm trying to, there we go, that way. Going here, a lot of build up here, not a chassis piece with this design, so it's just in there and put the pieces on. We've got yellow, oops, there and there, and then here and here. This is probably supposed to be the fuel tanks here, I would guess. Both sides, then we got the rear fenders. This is more a European design. We don't have, in the States, we don't have a lot of vehicles with the double toward the front. I mean, I'm sure there's some somewhere. Somebody will go, oh yeah, that was, oh, they got one by me. From what I see out on the roads, we have a bunch of doing this to get the stripe situation worked out. There we go. These guys back here popping in. No, that should be able to get my part thing. That should have been white so that the striping pattern continues. Got white here, no white going there. Red here. Red here, white again. White again. And red at the end, and red at the end. Okay. There. Little sub-assembly of the rear bumper. Going on the other side there, and on the other side here. Brake lights and everything on the back. It's gonna go here. And then we have these two pieces going on, locking everything together. Our spares, and then we're on to bag number 2. Bag 2, looks like there's might be 1 or 2 sub bags in here also. Round piece there. Almost tried to make a run for it, but we caught it. Are believed to be empty bag number 2. Out of sight, out of mind there. Get right into these 90-degree guys. Yellow 1x2s or 1x1s going on there. We are. Three on each side of these. Here, and that goes all the way up to the back. I guess that's going to be for the kind of like a transitional service for the barrel, the mixer, the drum, the barrel, whatever it's called. Here, there should be another one. Another, there it is. Go in there. goes there, and this one goes here. One there. And one there. And I did find out the other day these pieces are called ingot pieces, or at least that's what the person online called them. And I was watching them do a build of another project, but they're calling them ingots. I'll call them ingots because he seemed to be much more of a professional YouTube Lego channel. So ingot pieces. Gray 1x3s. Gray 1x3s. Black long angle tile. It's even the kind of the rougher surface texture on that side. And here. This piece that I just dropped, and then we should have a black angle. There it is, or there's one of them. Okay, and this is going here out the back as instructed. That's going to go right on top of there. This is going right on the middle there, or assuming right on the middle. It has to. And that's so I can tilt around when we get the rest of the build going. So I'll set that there. Subassembly. There. This at the back. This is going to be, I see where this is going. It's going to be like the halo piece that flips down in the back. Again, almost entirely sure that is not the right name for this, but nice there. And then this one here. And then we got a piece up here. Not sure what this is supposed to be. It's representing. I'll do it, but you know. Okay. And there should be another one. There it is. Turn just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so back here, that is down, and this is going to go here. Didn't have it pushed on all the way there. Okay, there we go. And then it kind of click, click. It's got some index or some points for indexing there. Two more yellow-sided guys. Here, here, okay. Couple of the longer, some of the long Technic blue ones. You don't hardly ever see these in the regular city kits. Okay, so we have this and this. I like how they have this here with this piece. It's going into that. Listen for the click. And there it was. So we got the click as requested. The back half, the black half of the gearing is going there. And set this aside again. We got like this teal Technic piece, and then we have a red pin. It's gonna go. I gotta push this down there when it's flat. This going here. There. And there. And then we have this is going to go down in here. I feel like I'm building way over here. So if I'm not centered on camera, I'll try to do what I can in my editing, but if I'm not, I apologize. All right. Other half of the barrel assembly. That went together. I thought that was going to be a game of, you know, this is off at this angle and this is off at that, but that went together nicely. Okay, now this is going to go here. This is going to go into there. My exact, you know, this is going here and that's going there, just so. Okay. I think we're good to go. Those are kind of scuffed up though. Lately in some of my Lego builds, I've been finding some really scuffed up pieces coming out. I wish they'd separate some of this stuff besides just tossing it in the bag sometimes. 2 again. And we have, I believe these are supposed to be the smoky stacks coming out of the back. Here. Doing this twice. Take it back, I don't think those are smokestacks anymore. Top. Nice and secure. These on each side. Guess we're going to be putting some pieces on it to smooth all of that out and hide the mechanism there. One of these on at the bottom. Another ingot piece. Go. Two of the flat gray pieces that tried to run away as soon as I opened the bag before. All the way up to here. Excellent, eh? And another kind of assembly here. And here. Wing piece, and then semi-radii curve piece. That's gonna go here. And all of that business. And we're going to the other side, and I'm sure we're going to be doing like an opposite hand of what we just did. There we go. There, like there. There. This is gonna go here on the opposite. So now we've got pretty much all that mechanism covered up. Here. That's appears to all be there. We have this is going to go here, the gear, and this is a gear for the handle. And now when we turn this, we have our mechanism turning for us. Good deal. And bag number 3. So spares get pushed up there. Not a lot of spares, but a few. And bag 3. About 3/4 of the way through now. So this should mostly be our cab and our wheels and tires. Stop all these or they are going to go rolling everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be one more. There it is. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll do the same with the tires. Now we should be pretty well ready to go here. We got a lot of the round 1x1s. That's gonna be our cement, I do believe. That's weird. We did that detail here with the angles and pieces off, and then we're just gonna put a plate over it. I don't fully understand that process, but okay. That's what the instructions say. That's what the instructions say. There. 1x2 flats on either end here. That's going here over the back piece, which, yeah. Weird to put that much detail into something that you're not gonna see. It's not like you can see it from any angle. It's just, I mean, you can barely see it kind of under the fender wells. But not sure I understand. So this guy, back to that, unless that's gonna, I don't know. I keep trying to guess. I'm just gonna shut up and build right now. Round, right center there. Turn this guy. You guys might be able to see a little better. Steering wheel. Our should be a flat. There it is. Piece going there. He's going out each side. Looks like we do have actual opening doors with this kit. This with this. That way, and then that goes there. Okay. All right, those are going on either side. Knife back there again, and we're going to be having the instructions flip closed on us. the 1x2s with the flats on them. Here, there. Cooling for the grill there. So go here, go down into the central part of the cab there. Pop these two guys on. Doors. Not the band, the actual physical doors here on each side. And then one by one piece goes there, and a one by one piece going here. Okay, now the front windscreen. Side pieces, and then we're going to put an ingot piece there. So we have our mirrors. Throw it on the table there because it lines up better after you do that. There we go. Okay. Have, oh, I was mistaken. The cab flips forward, so you can see the engine in there. It's a little odd the way they had you build it flat with that piece there, but I'm better now. So we will put the sunroof in. We'll attempt to put the sunroof in. It's the same either way. If you don't put it in backwards, Jason, that is. Okay. So we have 2x2 there. There. This one goes here. It's kind of like the fairing or the wind diverter. Oh, I want to knock it off there. That's not good because we need to have this piece on the bottom. Would have stopped the problem. So now I got. Okay, so that's good. That's set up. There, we got like a visor there. Now we have several wheels to put together. wheels and tires. Filming this during that major snowstorm that you've probably heard about ad nauseum. Hopefully we won't get too much where I'm at, but they're saying I'd rather deal with just snow though than rather all the ice and sleet stuff. So okay. Man, several sets of wheels here, kids. Sorry about that. The table hit the camera stand. I hope that hasn't been happening the whole build, and I've just now noticed it. Darn it. Yeah, I think it has been happening the whole build. So let me see if I can... There we go. That should take the table away. I might be able to, if that was the case, that was going on the whole time in post, I may be able to do something about camera shake, but I don't know. Might be able to stabilize the image is what I'm saying. And on the front, got these center caps, I guess you'd call them. Okay, so this is going to go on here. It's not going to go on like a push bar. It's going down below it. It's like a keep the chin from kissing the ground, I guess, as things are done. Okay, let's go spare and spare. I am going to flip this down. And then I'm going to put all of these guys. Take my word for it. I kind of got to go off the table here. Eyelash stuck on there. Okay. Sorry about that. Oops. Here we get my hands are too big for a lot of this stuff. Definitely kid size stuff going on here. That one did not go off the table. I don't know how. It did not. So let's get the last one here. Doink. Put this assembly back up. So now we've got our concrete pieces. Now, unlike the snowplow truck, this thing, you know, you can drive this thing around and it's not going to dump out anything until you get in there to do, what would you say? Till you get up to where you want to put it at. So you come out here, you're like, oh, we want to kind of shoot our concrete here. Let's get our wheelbarrow under that. And then turn this. Should be. Whoa. Really launching them out there. see, I wonder if I turn in the other direction, if it will. Because it doesn't say which direction to turn it in. So. I think the one way it's kind of shifting it back toward the front, and then that way. Piece there, pieces there. They are missing the wheelbarrow something fierce. There we go. So not bad. So the mechanism does work. It's a little, I want to say, they ambitiously come out of there. So let's put her, have her driving. Just go ahead so we can get a look at somebody in the cab. Okay. Her tucked in there in the driver's position. Put that on the right way. There we are. And let's take a look. Got. Now we'll go ahead and pop up. So while you're driving, it's not down. So there she is in there. Both the sides of the mixer being about the same. You have look under there. You got the motor detail that I was complaining was for no reason, but it actually was. I just wasn't looking ahead. You have the opening sunroof. The front, got that push bar down at the bottom. We got the cautions there, headlights, signal marks on the side. Other side of it's just about the same. Now back here, go ahead and put that down, and then this can also swing from side to side, kind of aiming your concrete coming out there as you would want it. But that is pretty much it. I'll probably go ahead and do a full review on this. There's a lot to see on this build. But that is it. That is Lego kit number 60478, cement mixer from the Lego City collection. 371 listed pieces. Wheelbarrow, broom, shovel. Total of the 3 minifigs. You also have your 2 markers, your barriers, and then your Men at Work sign. Not the band, the minute actually at work. And that is it. We'll be back soon with some more new builds. Hope to see you then. Hit us with a like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Helps us out, helps you out, helps the channel out. We will see you soon. Have a good day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye.